The confirmed number of coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County comes to 1,245,253. The confirmed number of deaths comes to 24,392. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 7,448, with total confirmed deaths at 218. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Rhiannon Trutanich. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, June 8th. California has come a long way since the peak of this pandemic. It's now one of only 2 states considered to have low levels of community coronavirus transmission. The assessment comes from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and is based on the number of new cases confirmed statewide over the past week, as well as the rate at which conducted tests were coming back positive. In order for the CDC to categorize a state as having low transmission, its 7-day case rate has to fall under 10 per 100,000 residents. Its rate of positive test results should also be less than 5%. Across the country, only California and Vermont met both of those benchmarks. California recorded 792 new confirmed cases at last count. Its 7-day positivity rate is at 0.7%, and 6 counties moved into less restrictive tiers as of today. Within California, UCSF doctors say San Francisco is on track to becoming the first metro city in the state to reach herd immunity. Epidemiologists predict that the Bay Area is around 3 weeks away from achieving that monumental status, as 79% of San Franciscans 12 years and older have gotten at least 1 dose of a coronavirus vaccine. We are exactly 1 week away from California's reopening. And if you're not sure what that means, there's an opportunity to ask questions directly to the experts. LA County's Public Health Department will host a virtual town hall this Thursday, June 10th at 6 p.m. County officials will share the latest updates on the June 15th reopening, and it will be streamed live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and at LA Public Health. As the state's capacity limits and physical distancing requirements change starting June 15th, public health officials say LA County workers will be a top priority, especially those who were hit the hardest during the worst of the pandemic. Yesterday, the county's health officer, Dr. Muntu Davis, spelled out Cal OSHA's upcoming new standards for mask wearing and physical distancing at workplaces. He also reminded the public that the best way to prevent a COVID-19 infection is by getting vaccinated. As of today, more than 38.6 million vaccine doses were administered statewide. More than 4.5 million, or 54% of LA County residents 16 and over, are now fully vaccinated. Public health officials urge those who are still unsure about getting a vaccine shot to seek out information from trusted sources and get their questions answered. For more information about Thursday's virtual town hall and to submit a question, visit tinyurl.com/askreopeningtownhall. You may be aware by now that every Californian has a chance to win a lot of money just for getting vaccinated. Last Friday, Governor Gavin Newsom announced 15 winners who became $50,000 richer. But now the California Department of Public Health is warning the public about scammers who are trying to take advantage of the state's vaccination incentive programs. Shortly after the first cash prize drawing of the $116.5 million Vax for the Win incentives program kicked off, people alerted the state of scammers impersonating state officials through calls, email, text, and direct messages on social media. To clear the confusion, the state laid out these facts about its program. All Californians vaccinated in the state are automatically entered to win. Winners can decline the prize and/or remain anonymous. Only CDPH knows the identity of the winners. Winners will be notified through an official caller and text ID that says State of CA CDPH. They may also be contacted through a CDPH email or in person by an official staff member. Winners will not be asked to pay any fees associated with verifying eligibility for the cash prize. They will also not be asked to provide bank information. CDPH will email winners an official state government form to be awarded their winnings, and a check will be mailed to the winner by the state comptroller's office. CDPH urges the public to report potential scams to rumors at cdph.ca.gov or 1-833-993-3873. The next drawing for 15 $50,000 winners will take place this Friday. Another COVID-related scam is making its way around our communities. Fake vaccine cards are being sold by several vendors, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation is getting involved. A pack of blank COVID-19 vaccination cards were being sold on Amazon as recently as this week. It's since been removed, but this reshared photo shows that a 10-pack was selling for $12.99. Others have been spotted selling similar items on Etsy, pro-Trump forums, and other sites. The FBI says fake vaccine cards are not only illegal, it can cost you a hefty fine or even prison time for up to 5 years. The agency also said that misrepresenting yourself as vaccinated puts you and others at risk of getting COVID-19. This has been an ongoing issue. Back in April, 47 members of the National Association of Attorneys General sent a letter to tech CEOs, including those at eBay, Shopify, and Twitter, requesting that they take immediate action on those spreading COVID-19 misinformation and using the sites to sell fake vaccine cards. Last month, a California man was arrested for allegedly selling the fraudulent items. He was charged for multiple crimes, including forging government documents and falsifying medical records. It was believed to be the first time someone was held accountable for such a scheme. If you're fully vaccinated with Moderna or Pfizer, a new study shows you're 91% protected from getting COVID-19. The new findings from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention adds to the growing body of real-world evidence of their effectiveness. Close to 4,000 participants from 8 U.S. locations completed weekly SARS-CoV-2 testing for 17 consecutive weeks. This study is also among the first to show that mRNA vaccination benefits even the few who still get COVID-19 after being fully vaccinated. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky says these individuals are likely to have milder and shorter illnesses. They also appear to be less likely to spread the virus to others. These findings come from 4 weeks of additional data collected in a study called Heroes Recover, where CDC researchers studied first responders and other essential workers. Preliminary results were shared back in March. Now the full study finds that participants' risk of infection was reduced by 81% after partial vaccination and 91% after becoming fully vaccinated. These estimates include symptomatic and asymptomatic infections. The results support CDC's recommendation to get fully vaccinated against COVID-19 as soon as possible. Everyone in the U.S. ages 12 and up is now eligible to get a vaccine. Pfizer announced today that its trials involving young children will enter its next phases with lower doses. The biopharmaceutical company is moving into phases 2 and 3 in its study and decided to go with a smaller dose of just 10 micrograms for kids ages 5 to 11 and 3 micrograms for those 6 months old to less than 5 years old. Every child will still get 2 doses. The study plans to enroll up to 4,500 children at more than 90 clinical sites in the U.S., Finland, Poland, and Spain. A Pfizer rep says today marks an important next step in their efforts to understand the safety and immune response of their COVID-19 vaccine as they initiate the phase 2-3 trial in these children. If successful, they believe vaccinating this age group can help further protect our communities and contribute to the evolving herd immunity. Millions of families across the country are getting notified about the monthly child tax credit that starts next month. It's part of a nearly $2 trillion federal coronavirus relief package. The Internal Revenue Service began reaching out to the potentially eligible families by mail this week. Based on tax returns, more than 36 million families may qualify for the newly advanceable payments. Those who are eligible will then get a second letter with an estimate of their monthly payment before July 15th. That's when the first child tax credits are scheduled to be dispersed. Families that qualify will receive up to $300 per month for each child under the age of 6 and $250 per month for each child between the ages of 6 and 17. That maximum total for the year is $3,600 per child that's less than 6 years old, and $3,000 per child between ages 6 and 17. Previously, families were limited to $2,000 of tax credit per child, with 17-year-olds not qualifying. For the most updated information, visit irs.gov/child tax credit 2021. Torrance City Council members will head back into the chambers tonight in a hybrid council meeting. On the agenda, a resolution will be read honoring Tim Goodrich for his service to the community. 2 weeks ago, he announced his resignation, a year shy of fulfilling his full term, citing work and family commitments. And retiring employee Darren McClelland from the Community Services Department will also have a resolution read in his honor as he retires after dedicating nearly 35 years to the city of Torrance. And a proclamation will be read declaring June 2021 as LGBTQ Pride Month here in the city. There will also be discussions on how to handle filling the vacant council seat, as the term does not expire for another year. And council members will also review applications and appoint members to fill vacancies on the airport, civil service, commission on aging, cultural arts, environmental quality and energy conservation, and many more commissions. These items and much more will be discussed tonight and can be seen here on our channel, online, and on the city's YouTube and Facebook platforms. You can also find the full agenda at torranceca.gov. The meeting begins at 7 p.m. sharp. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community. Pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. Family Promise of South Bay, a nonprofit that helps homeless families achieve housing stability by providing short-term shelter, meals, case management, and hospitality, is getting a lot of love from the community. Young adults from C4 Ministries, a youth group at Torrance First Baptist Church, dropped off snacks, cleaning supplies, and gift cards, and volunteers delivered warm meals for the families in recent days. There's a link on the nonprofit social media if you want to hop on the meal train too. A rummage sale is coming up where you can find great deals while supporting this worthy cause. It takes place at First Christian Church on Saturday, July 10th from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. All proceeds will go towards the organization. Family Promise of South Bay is a featured nonprofit on the city's Torrance Cares Connections webpage. You can learn more about other nonprofits here that are making a difference in our city. Now, if you have a great story, upcoming event, photo, or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Be sure to join us back here tomorrow as Christine Lee brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.